internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. In today's episode, we're going to go over why when XRP reaches $8, $9 and the market capitalization reaches, give or take, $890 billion to $960 billion. Right now, the market cap is sitting at $136 billion. When this market capitalization reaches to anywhere between 890 to 960 billion, we're going to look at XRP and it's going to be handsomely sitting around $8 to $9 on a just rough numbers, okay? In today's video, I'm going to explain to you in detail why you are not going to see the market capitalization of XRP when it reaches $900 billion dramatically drop to $400 billion. I'm going to give you the exact reasonings why that won't happen. And over time, this value and price appreciation for XRP is going to shock everybody. Retail doesn't understand what XRP is or what it's set out to solve. And you guys could all agree with that. I want to tell you guys a very, very quick story, and I'm going to get on to the video. I had a conversation with one of you guys yesterday that got the IGCPS blueprint, and this individual was 18, and you're probably watching this right now, okay? He just got into crypto 3 weeks ago. Just 3 weeks ago. This is a true story, okay? And he said he started watching YouTube videos. He watches mine. He watches somebody else's and another one. So he's been trying to learn it. He's 18 years old. And keep in mind, my audience is 1% at 18 years old, okay? We don't have any 18 to 24-year-olds. We have a very, very mature-based audience. The way I present information on this channel alone, you know, it's a lot for people to comprehend. And that is why I tell the new individuals that are getting into this ecosystem right now, if you're trying to understand what XRP does, you will never understand it to a degree that we understand it because we have been doing our research for 5 years. This individual, he listened and he's already up $9,000 on his investment. He went all into XRP, give or take around $1. So it shows you the different type of people on this planet, right? Remember I told you guys, you don't have time to sit on your fat butts and play with your thumbs and say, oh, well, I don't know what to buy. No, like things are going to start moving. And the value of XRP right now is creating the perfect stairway to heaven. Take a look at this, right? This is perfectly being created right now, and I'll get to it more in detail in a minute. But just going back to this 18-year-old and how they just got into this whole crypto system, ecosystem 3 weeks ago. And I was like, when I was speaking to him, I could tell that like everything that I was telling him, it was a lot of information. So I had to take a step back. I forgot that he only got into the crypto 3 weeks ago, right? So it's a lot for a lot of people to digest at once. And if you're just getting into this crypto ecosystem, you don't have time to try to learn these assets. You could learn it as much as you can, but the time is against you right now, and the markets are on the cusp of a major move. Unless something dramatic happens, like you guys, well, not like martial law the other day, like, are you out of your mind? And then unless a nuclear war happens or a major epidemic breaks out or something nonsense like that, right? But what's coming within the weeks and months is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're all going to be living through history. Please keep that in mind. And now, let me go in detail to why XRP's price, once it goes to $8, $9. I'm being very conservative here overall. You guys know I'm very conservative outlook. There's a lot of new individuals that are on this channel. So if you guys didn't know, I have a deep financial background, 10 years in a regulated industry. So we look at XRP and the Ripple ecosystem and this whole crypto ecosystem. We look at it from a different perspective. Okay. So sit back, relax. Like, you really got to listen to why this is very important. When XRP hits around $8 to $9, the market capitalization of XRP will sit somewhere between 890 billion to 960 billion. And this is just mathematically and scientifically facts. You'll see it when it happens. Let that sink in for a moment, right? It's just a shy away from $1 trillion. Right now, Bitcoin's almost at $2 trillion. It peaked around $2.5 trillion for an asset that literally does absolutely nothing. It is a pet rock. I own Bitcoin, I'm bullish Bitcoin, but in the long term, Bitcoin, it'll have a sad ending. Not anytime soon, but it will have a sad ending. Okay, this 136 billion isn't just speculative numbers. It's liquidity. And liquidity is everything. Ripple's entire goal with XRP isn't to pump it and watch it crash like a meme coin. It's to create a highly stable, highly liquid asset that can support depth in global markets. Liquidity is what makes the entire financial ecosystem work. It allows participants to move massive amounts of money without shocking the system. Think about it this way, right? If the market capitalization for XRP, goes to 900 billion and then it goes back to 400 billion, you know what happens to the institutions using it for cross-border payments, right? Like on-demand liquidity and regulated transactions, that's chaos. Ripple can't afford that. Why do you think it's been taking so long? Ripple can't afford it, and neither can the financial sector, right? Stability is the name of the game. And this is why most people don't understand what's about to happen, but they will. They will, in a very, very violent way. When XRP flips Bitcoin, people will finally wake up and understand that liquidity is the backbone of its value, not some speculative hype train. And now let's talk about the fantasy land where people think they'll sell XRP at 9 and buy back in at 3 or 4. You think XRP's liquidity will just slash in half to 375 billion, wiped off the market, and everything will be fine? That's not how any of this works, right? If that happened, it would create a market shock so big, it would completely disrupt Ripple's payment systems and the regulated participants relying on it. That's why XRP is built for stability, not chaos. Let me save you the trouble. Let me save you the hassle. This kind of you doing your research, this kind of crash will never happen once the system is fully scaled up. Why do you think Ripple, has taken so long to where they are today, right? Do you think they've been just, playing with their thumbs for the past 12 years? Right? Like, they've been slowly partnering with institutions, navigating regulation. I mean, you got to understand that Ripple has been helping create this regulatory framework from the inside out, right? Like, you need, and please understand that XRP, is not your regular digital asset. It cannot be compared to anything else. And you all remember what I said, the longer this takes, the better. Ripple isn't rushing this because they're building something that will last. It will outlive us. You got to understand this. The crypto ecosystem is going to outlive us. We are the pioneers. We're the Romans. Like we're the ancient, we're going to be looked back at as we're the ones that got in early at this market. You understand how big this is, right? This isn't a meme coin. It's this is changing how the whole financial ecosystem works. It's a revolution. And once this asset hits its stride, it's going to do wonders. And wonders you can't even fathom yet. It's just going to be monumental. So understand this, please. XRP, it's a foundational tool for the future of finance. selling it short, betting on market crashes, or underestimating its liquidity is a mistake you'll regret. The journey has been long for all the individuals that have been holding XRP and accumulating. But guess what? Remember what I said about everybody is going to get rewarded handsomely for their patience. And everybody that has been accumulating for the past years are already getting rewarded very handsomely. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But just going back to the whole stairway to heaven, right? The staircase to heaven, the walking up. XRP is showing some signs I can't even tell you. It is just absolutely insane what we're about to witness. And if we go back to our chart that we created and this famous little line that we will leave until XRP goes to $8, $9, $10, $12, it's going to look like a little peanut at the end. But as you could see, huge levels of support right here that's being built. The lowest we could see it is come down to 220 in my opinion. But like right now, if Ripple is actually about to enter this regulated ecosystem and create or start creating its dent in the universe, this is the start of something monumental. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, everybody will be rewarded very handsomely. If you're just getting into this ecosystem right now, we're glad you're in here. You're still kind of early. Do a little bit of research. Try to understand what you're buying. But listen, you're running out of time, and I cannot stress this enough. This time next year, let me tell you one thing right now. This time next year, this whole crypto ecosystem is going to be a completely different place. And when I mean this time next year, I mean December 4th, 2025 is going to be absolutely insane. It is going to be absolutely insane. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And the next couple hours, very important right now. Actually, like, remember what I said about everybody's going to take their turn, right? You have, again, Mantle, Gala, EOS, Tron. They're all taking their turn. XRP cannot go up every single day. You guys need to understand that. But the next move will blast it through $3, okay? And the next move will blast it through $3. And even with Hedera, right? It peaked at like 37 cents, and now it's taking a little bit of pullback. This is what I mean by stairway to heaven. You need to do this. I've lived through 3 bull markets. I've seen it. The markets react the same every single time, okay? I have been glued to this crypto ecosystem like since the inception of me getting in, which was early 2017. This, like, the movements we're about to see it's words cannot describe it. So sit back, relax. And again, perfect. It's great to see XRP bouncing back right here. And then soon, boom, we're going to see a God candle that's going to, not the God candle that I'm talking about, but the God candle is coming. But we will see another God candle, like, you know, mini God right here. Take us from, you know, give us that dollar up punch. But before we end off the video, I want to show you guys the clip when we talked about the quadrillion dollars from ISDA and how Ripple was setting up to be integrated into the financial ecosystem. Ripple can play many roles, but just listen to this part here, okay? 7 months ago, Ripple had an integration with ISDA, and now we're just open to $1.2 quadrillion of exposure. April 4th, 2024 of this year, Ripple came out with their stablecoin. And a couple weeks later down the line, around 3 weeks, ISDA came out. And here we have ISDA on Ripple on ISDA website. ISDA came out May 21st. Guidance for memorandum of law examining the validity and enforceability of collateral arrangements using the ISDA model provisions for tokenized collateral. This is huge. I mean, wait until you hear this. So here we have it. Here's the first page of the 12-page PDF. International Swaps and Derivatives Association. This is huge. The model provision are intended for use by parties transferring tokenized securities, DLT securities, or stablecoins, DLT cash, and together with DLT securities, tokenized collateral that utilizes distributed ledger technology.
You mentioned there are other potential applications of Ripple's technology beyond cross-border payments. What are some of those applications and use cases that you're exploring?
I'm not going to give away everything that we're working on, but you know, the way I think about this is that any transaction that has a middleman, any transaction that requires someone to kind of commute the trust between the transaction with security settlement, insurance settlements.
And if we continue on down to the PDF, they lay out three structures here: barrier structure, registered structure, and claim structure. And I'm not going to go into detail on all of them. I did do my due diligence on each structure and see, where Ripple XRP can assist with this, because they do mention they have pain points. But what stands out here under descriptions for the registered structure, the claim structure, it says rights determined by reference to DLT-based system controlled by the issuer or a third party acting on its behalf. Okay, and same with the claims. Well, take a look at how this plays out here. So the third party operator role is what we'll call it. Ripple could act as the third party operator in a DLT-based system. Ripple provides a blockchain-based payment protocol and infrastructure that can be used to record and transfer various types of digital assets, including XRP. XRP can serve as the token used within this system to represent rights or entitlements to other assets, such as debt claims, bonds, cash sitting in accounts. Ripple's platform could enforce rights and entitlements using smart contracts and other blockchain-based mechanisms. This is going to be a collaborative approach, right? An effort. Ripple can act as the principal rather than an agent of an issuer, managing the DLT-based system independently while providing necessary services to users.
The potentially fast and wide adoption of a global stablecoin, potentially a global currency governed only by the incentives of a private company, is something that will deserve and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations.
And now it's just all starting to make sense perfectly, right? Ripple's technology can be employed to facilitate the settlement of security transactions where XRP token might represent ownership or claim to the underlying asset. The system would record these entitlements on the ledger, with Ripple's ensuring the integrity and functionality of the platform, which is, remember what I said in yesterday's video, up and running for 12 years. And that is, they hold that as a badge of honor. And you guys are all well educated now where Ripple caters to, right? This is not a speculative asset. This is an asset that actually has real, use case that these banks can actually leverage and the world can leverage, right? This is the internet of value we are unlocking.
Relatively speaking, fixed supply, and you have increasing demand. And when endowments and institutions, Joey and I sat in a meeting not that long ago with, some of the largest institutional money in the world trying to get smart about crypto. They owned zero on that day. I don't know if they do today. But as they enter the market, you have fixed supply, increasing demand. You don't have to go to MIT to know what's going to happen.
And if we take a look at this diagram here, as you guys could see, we have the operator issuer under claim structure, and we also have the barrier structure as well. So if you guys are interested in taking a look at this, the link is in the description down below, but they come out with this a couple weeks after Ripple, comes out with their stablecoin. And now they're looking to see how this is all going to work out. And remember what Ripple said just 2 days ago. It's our ambition to be the #1 digital asset infrastructure provider for financial services. We envision being a one-stop shop for enterprises that want the benefits of integrating blockchain into their business but don't have the expertise, resources, or interest in building and maintaining the technology in-house. This is some incredible times to be living in. And remember, since day one, this is from Ripple, and this just speaks 1,000 words right here. This 2 sentences. Since day one, we have taken the long-term view and intentionally focused on working with financial institutions, regulators, and policymakers to transform the legacy system from the inside out. It is our ambition to be the #1 digital asset infrastructure provider for financial services. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But we're talking quadrillions of dollars. We're talking unlocking the internet of value. moving it on the blockchain, and 99.9% are just kind of acting all blind to this. They're not taking this seriously. But when this all kabooms and the kaboom moment is coming, it'll be too late. You know, they're going to be paying premium prices for XRP. Remember, XRP was at, 40 cents a couple weeks ago. Now they're paying 15 cents premium, give or take. And, as slowly everything starts moving up, people aren't going to afford these assets. These are going to be like some very high valuable, you could reference them to stocks, right? These are going to be unaffordable to your average individual.
What about if these financial institutions adopt blockchain? What kind of setbacks are they facing?
Yeah, so let's look at today, right? So in some way you can today think of there is forest fire in cryptos, right? And I personally am a fan of forest fires because they essentially enable the ground to get clear and for the weeds to essentially get burnt so that the strong trees can survive. So let's take an example of 2001, right? In 2001, pets.com, essentially they did not have a viable business model. They got wiped out. If you look at, for example, Enron, if you look at WorldCom, a lot of frauds came out. And exactly the same thing is happening in the crypto world as well. As the interest rates are rising, the cost of capital is rising. Anybody who was doing the leverage trades essentially are getting wiped out, and it could be due to fraud or it could be due to a bad business model. So from my point of view, what we essentially see, institutions which we are building business models for long term, enabled through technology, are then able to move forward. And like Facebook, like Google, they would be the new Web3 companies whom we would look back after 5 years and say, wow, wasn't that great?
Vision. In the world of XRP holders, we're no strangers to bear market challenges. As pioneers in this space, we've weathered through storms, and today we stand stronger than ever. Remember, great things take time. The journey of XRP has been a testament to our unwavering belief in a better financial future. We've seen the price dip, felt the uncertainty, and watch the market's ups and downs. There were moments where we questioned our commitment, wondering if our patience would ever be rewarded. But here's the truth. Patience is our greatest virtue. In a world of instant gratification, we've learned to stand our ground and hold our XRP with determination. We've learned that success in this space isn't measured in days or weeks, it's measured in long-term vision we share. As pioneers, we understand that meaningful changes doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey and it's filled with challenges, but every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. And we've shown time and time again that we have the resilience to bounce back stronger. So let's embrace this bear market as an opportunity for growth and learning. Let's remember that the most beautiful things are often the result of patience and persistence. Our community strength lies not only in our technology, but in our collective determination to see this through. We are pioneers, and pioneers forge ahead, even in the face of adversity. The bear market is just one chapter in our story, and we are authors of our destiny. Together, we will continue to build, innovate, and push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of finance. In the end, when the tides turn and the markets rises, we will stand tall as a testament to the power of patience, perseverance, and unwavering belief. Our time will come, and when it does, the rewards will be sweeter because we've earned them, not just as investors, but as pioneers who believed in a vision that is changing the world. Keep the faith, XRP community. Our best days are yet to come. With that being said, we'll be back with another video.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.